Welcome to Balance Basics. In this class, you will find a sequence aimed to help you with your balance, to help you with your agility, to help you in your body throughout your day, just as it is. This class is going to offer two options for practice. One is going to be standing and one is going to be seated. Hopefully one of those suits your body. Let's get started. Find your way into a mountain pose. I'm going to heel toe my feet out a little bit wider than hip distance, but you decide what works for you in your body. My knees are soft but strong. My feet are rooting down into the floor. I'm going to lift up my toes and place them on the mat ever so slightly with a gripping action. So I'm really activating the bottoms of my feet here. Moving up my body, my hips are faced forward, my shoulders are back and down, my heart is open. I'm going to bring my palms facing forward. Other options here to bring your palms to face towards your thighs, or you can bring your hands to heart center if you wish. From here, you can find a soft gaze down at the floor, or you can close your eyes if that's comfortable. Come into the natural rhythm of your breath here. Pulling the air in through your body, through your nose, through your mouth, whichever works for you. And exhaling that breath back out through your nose or your mouth. Marking the transition from whatever's going on in your world outside of our time together here to right now. Throughout our practice, you can come back to your breath as a way to bring you back into this moment when your mind begins to wander. Our mind wanders all the time. The practice of yoga is not a practice of perfection or a practice of complete peace in our minds. It's a practice of mindfulness where when we notice our mind wandering away, wanting to get us down our to-do list or some sort of spiral of thought, the practice is in the noticing and the coming back with loving kindness and without judgment. Hopefully that's a helpful tool for you. From our mountain here, we're engaged in our legs, our feet are engaged, turning on those muscles in our feet by adding that gripping action with our toes and breathing. From here on your next inhale, I invite you to sweep your arms up towards the sky, letting your gaze lift towards your hands, bringing your hands together, interlacing your fingers and keeping those pointer fingers, those index fingers long and touching. Lifting up out of the rib cage, so finding some space at the bottom of your rib cage, between the bottom of your rib cage and your torso. Your inner arms can be towards your ears or a little bit further away, depending on what works for you in your body. There's no perfect way to be in a pose. Figuring out what works for you is really what's going to make this practice sustainable in the long term. Growing tall with that lift, bringing our shoulders back and down. And with our index fingers here, we're going to begin to draw a line towards the right side of our space to make our crescent moon shape here. You do not have to go down far to feel this pose, this stretch along the left side of your body. These lateral stretches can help open up spaces in our bodies that don't often get a lot of movement. Rooting down in your feet, finding that soft gaze down at the floor. You can close your eyes here as well. And then on your next inhale, coming back up to center, squaring those shoulders back and down, checking in with your knees. Have they locked out? Gripping with those toes, finding that lift out of the rib cage once again, and then drawing that line towards the left side of your space this time. Remembering that you do not have to come down far to get this sensation, and your breath is your guide here. So if your breath is beginning to catch in this pose, come up a little bit higher. On your next inhale, come all the way back up to center. This time let your gaze come up to your hands, engaging in the feet and beginning to draw a line towards the back side of our room, finding a back bend here. And then I'll show you from the other side. And on your next inhale, coming all the way back up, letting your hands go and letting your arms float all the way down. Lovely. Next, we're gonna move into our chair pose. So your feet can stay right where they are in a wide-legged stance. If they're not there, I invite you to bring them there now. On your next inhale, bring your hands up to your hips. And then on your next exhale, send your booty back towards the back of your space, bending at the knees as though you're gonna sit on a really high stool. From here, you can stay right here. Or if you'd like some more sensation, a couple options. You can bend your knees a little deeper, sending that booty back. You can inhale your arms forward like you're receiving a beautiful gift. Arms could also come up toward the sky, shoulders back and down. Or you can bring your arms out to a cactus, splaying those hands out wide. Another option is to hands at heart center. Beautiful. I'm going to show from the side. And then on your next inhale, coming all the way up, hands come up to the sky, palms face forward, and float them back down. Lovely. We're gonna move into some knee lifts now. So heel toe your feet back a little bit closer in together, perhaps hip distance or about 2 fists wide apart. We're gonna root down in that right leg, pressing into the foot, adding that gripping action with our toes, bringing our hands to our hips, coming up on those left toes now, so bending the knee, coming up. You can stay right here. If you'd like to add some more sensation, you can lift those toes up off the floor, flexing that left foot, and just finding some balance here in this one-legged balance posture. Other options include grabbing a block and placing that left foot on the block up on your toes, keeping that knee bent here. Lovely. Next, we're gonna move into our tree pose. We're gonna start on the right side. So engaging in that right foot, gripping with those right toes, just like I've been talking about this whole time. That engages those tiny muscles in our feet that really can help stabilize us and help with our balance. The knee is soft but strong. Inhaling those hands to your hips, and then bring your left foot over to rest against the right calf or the right ankle, depending on your body mechanics, bending at the knee. You can stay right here. You can inhale and bring that left foot up to rest against your right calf. And if you'd like to add some more sensation here, you've got options with your arms. You can inhale to heart center. You could bring your arms out wide like branches of a tree, remembering that trees sway in the wind like the beautiful things that they are. And then if you are ready, bringing those hands back to the hips and exhaling that left foot back down to the floor. Another option for that left foot is to bring a block in between your feet as you engage that right foot, that gripping action again. Knees are soft but strong, hands are on the hips. And then inhaling that left foot on top of the block this time, keeping our toes on the block and our heel resting against our right calf. Inhaling here, exhaling. Choices for your arms include hands on hips, hands at heart center, hands up high, side to side, whatever works for you today. And wherever you are, remember that trees move, trees sway, just like your body may be doing right now. Wherever you are, exhale all the way back down. I'm gonna move over to our left side. So inhaling, your hands to your hips, gripping with those left toes, pressing into the left foot, bringing that right foot to rest against the left ankle or calf, coming up on those right toes. You can stay right here and add arms if you like. Not adding arms, they're still there, but you can decide a different movement. Hands at heart center, arms up to the sky, swaying in the wind. If you'd like some more balance sensation, you can inhale that right foot, slide it up the calf, pressing against your left calf, remembering that trees sway in the wind, just as you may be doing right now, and it's lovely. Wherever you are, pause, find a full round of breath here, and then slowly bring that right foot back down to the floor. Lovely. Find your way back to that mountain pose once again. Feet about hip distance or wider apart, shoulders back and down, feet are engaged, palms facing forward or towards your thighs. You can find a soft gaze down at the floor or close your eyes here. Coming back into that natural rhythm of breath, pulling the air in all the way down to the bottom of the belly, pushing the air all the way out. I invite you to bring one hand to heart and one hand to your belly to really feel your body breathing. Notice what's present for you right now in your body after moving through our balance basics today. Remembering whatever is present for you is valid, and it can be present without judgment or assigning value. If your hands are lifted, I invite you to bring them back down to your sides. If your eyes are closed, you can gently blink them open. And I will close class with these words. If you like, you can bring hands to heart center and tuck your chin toward your chest. I honor the place in you where your humanity dwells, the place that is filled with love, truth, peace, justice, and community. And when I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, together we are connected at heart center. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, 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 peace. Thanks for joining me here for Balance Basics, and I look forward to seeing you in our next class together. Bye.